You can imagine that Node Package Manager is a place where someone already wrote down code for you to use. For example, there is React Image Gallery, and someone already wrote down all of this functionality for this gallery and all this style. So if you scroll down, you can see that there is instruction how to install this in your React and use it. And in this case, you will just need to install this in your React using this command, and then you will use these lines of code to show up on your website. And also you can adjust it, and here is instruction on things that you maybe want to adjust. Node Package Manager is not the only place where you can search for things to install in your website. For example, there is Material UI, and I will use this probably to add some kind of icons or maybe additional styling for my website. I will also use Swiper for carousel, and I will also use React routes for linking all of the pages together. So let's install all of these things, and I will start with Material UI. So I will just copy paste this one in here. I will also install icons, so I will copy paste here. I will go to Swiper and install Swiper, and I will go to React routes and install React routes. You can also see these things which I installed is now in package.json. For example, Swiper. Before we start to link all of these pages together, maybe we should also understand what do we see right now. Because now we see About page, and there is no indication about it. If I click in here on About.js, I can see that this is our top navbar, and footer. But it would be more easier to understand on which page we are right now. So I will just add here a tag, just a simple h2 tag, and this h2 tag will say about. So we know that we are on About page. We can see there is About. So let's actually add this on every page. Let's go to bicycle page. Let's paste it here. Add bicycle. Let's save it. Let's go to event. Let's go to home. Registration. Okay, now we added h2 tags for each of the pages, so we know on which page we are right now. And maybe you also remember that we installed React Router, and this router will allow me to link all of these pages together. So I will scroll down, and here is a snippet of this code which I need to use to link all of these pages together. And all of these created pages are kinda put together and sent to this app.js, so they all should be visible in this app.js. This is where I will be adding my React routes, and I will just copy all of this and I will just paste it in here. And also you need to import this line of code. And I will also adjust it a little bit. So I will take all of these routes here, I will copy them, then I will delete this route here, and I will add all of my routes in here. There is a shortcut, you just click Shift and Tab and it will go one line back. So Shift Tab. So I have my routes, and I will actually copy this line in here, and I will just, this will be the name of the path. So this is the home page path, so I will just add slash in here, and this will lead to my home. Then I will have my bicycle, yes, bicycle page. And this will be just bicycle, and it will lead to bicycles. Then there will be about, and this will lead to about page. And then there will be events. Let's just leave it for now like this. And I also will add this in one tag like this. So I added these routes in here, everything is okay. I will just save this, and I actually now need to kind of reflect this on my header. So I will go to my header component, and inside my navbar, I will go inside here. So inside this navbar, I need to add few lines of code for this to work, and you can also read it here. So basically this is what I need to add in here. So I will add at top, and now I need to restructure this a little bit, so I will use this link. This link will be home, or actually let's leave it empty, but I need to point where I want to kind of lead. So this will go to slash, because this is home page. Then I will just delete this. This will lead to bicycle. This will lead to about, and this will lead to events. So home, about, and also I will add this image logo to be clickable. So when you click kinda on this logo, it will go to the home page also. I will write here link. Inside here I will put my image tag with my logo, and here I will point it to my home page, so it's slash. Okay, so save it, and let's just hope that everything works correctly. Let's just quickly check apps. For now it seems okay, it should work. So basically if I click on bicycle and it doesn't work because there is some spellings mistake. I think this should be bicycles. Let's check what's in our navbar. Yes, it's bicycles, so basically I will save this one, and I can immediately see that I was led to bicycle page. And if I click on home, there is about, and this is also incorrectly linked, so let's check what is the problem. Okay, let's go to navbar, events. So basically my mistake was that I forgot to add this in here and add slash at the beginning of the path. So if I save it, I will go to my website. If I click on home, I am on home. If I click on bicycle, I am on bicycles. If I click on about, I am on about, and from about I can go to events. So now we have pages, and actually maybe I will link my sign-in and registration page also. So I will go again back to my app.js, and I will add here 2 new lines. In here I will name it sign-in and I will name this register. I also need to add this in our header, but in this time it's not in navbar, but it's in top navbar. So I will go to top navbar. Now if I click on Cranky Bicycle and go to sign page, it goes on. It does nothing because actually I think we didn't. Oh no, we did. So why is this like this? So okay, what's happening here? So we need to replace this with sign in, and this is registration, not event. Okay, save it, so you can immediately see that it changed for sign in. If I click on registration, it opens registration. Okay, so every page is linked now. This is cool. We did a great job. And now we can start to create all of these pages, and we will start with homepage. So let's go to homepage and let's open homepage in here and let's create it. Before we start to create our homepage, there are a few small things which I want to change. For example, I want to change the font style for this. So I will go to Google, and I already know what kind of font I want. So I will just Google this font, and I will go here. I will click on Get Font. I will click on this, and I can immediately see that I have these lines of code which I need to add in my React project. So I will just copy these lines of code. I will go to public folder. I will go to index.html, and I will paste them here. Let's just make this more prettier. Let's save it. Now we need to add this block of code inside our app CSS. And if I save it and I go to my home page, I can immediately see that nothing happened. So why is this? Why is this? Okay, so basically I forgot to add class in here, so I will just copy this. I will create a div here. And I will add class name in here, and it will be app. Let's save this. Wait for compiling. Okay, so I will go to my app CSS and I will change this to app. If I save it, I can immediately see that all the font is applied here. So cool. Other thing which I wanted to do, if you remember, we also installed Material UI. So I just want to add icons, and before I add icons, I also want to change the buttons for registration and sign in. So I will go inside our top navbar.js. I will import this in here, and I will just add button inside here. So it will be button. Inside here there will be registration, and I also want to add the size of this button, which will be small. If I copy this line in here, and I will just copy this and paste here. If I save it, it shows me an error. Okay, so I actually imported this incorrectly. It's just material/buttons. So if I save it, I can see successful. If I go here, I can see my 2 new buttons. And now the icons. So if I go to my footer, where's my footer? And here I can see that I can search for specific icon. And actually, for you to know, there is just a big search. So what I did, I just write here icon. And it led me to this page. And inside this search, I just search for Facebook. Let's say I want to install this icon. So I will just copy this inside my React. Now I actually can add this Facebook icon here. So let's change this like this. If I save it, I can see I have my Facebook icon. And I can also add different size for this icon. So I need to add sx equals curly brackets, and in here it's font size, and size itself, let's say 50 pixels, or no, actually let's say 35. So let's save it. Okay, now I will search for Instagram icon, Instagram, so I can see Instagram in here. I will put it here, and I will also search for YouTube. So I will add my Instagram icon in here. I will just actually copy this and also in here, and this will be Instagram and this will be YouTube. If I save it, I should see all of my icons in here. So my icons are in here. Good. Now we can actually start to create our homepage. So let's go to homepage.